Hi, and welcome to Tough Mothers via YouTube. Wow. Um, just started the podcast and realized that some people will be unable to listen. So here is a video for those of you who would prefer to actually see my face. For that, thank you so much for tuning in. And they will always be different, and one will send you to the other and the other will send you here, whether this will send you to the podcast or the podcast will send you here. And today I just wanted to talk about embracing who we are as people and embracing all of the emotions and all of the challenges that come along with them, and all of the emotions being accepting of our anger, accepting of our bitterness, accepting of our judgments, accepting of our lashing out, accepting of our anxiety, depression, um, and accepting of all those other things, which are happiness, goodness, greatness, self control, and peace, and patience, and kindness, and compassion, and love, and accepting all those things as well. Sometimes when we are so ingrained with certain things in our life, we tend to hold on to those things in such a way that even when good things happen, we're unable to embrace them. We're unable to hold on to them. And my greatest analogy for this in my life is what I consider the holy blanket. And that means there is this blanket that you've had for 15 years, 20 years, 30 years, and your favorite person gave it to you, metaphorically speaking, and you love it, and it is amazing. And when you first got it, it kept you warm, you loved it, you felt cozy, you felt warm, you might even felt happy, and you might even have felt joyful and grateful for it. And as the years went on and things in life deteriorated and holes began to come into the blankets, then the complaining started. Oh, it's so cold. Well, here's your blanket. Oh, why is it so cold? My blanket is supposed to keep me warm. Not going to keep you warm with all those holes in it now, is it? You need a new one. Yet, when you get the new one, it feels so different. It's not comfortable, so we think, and we are afraid of the unknown. We know that in this blanket, we can put our arm through one of the holes, and it's not really conducive to the situation, but we learn that if we put our arm through this certain hole, that we can wrap it around ourselves in a certain way and we can make it work. And we might feel a little chilly on our arm, but that's okay because the rest of us feels warm, right? And it sounds so silly when you're saying it out loud. Well, it's the same thing in life, because everything that happens in our life, I don't necessarily want to subscribe to everything happens for a reason, everything has to happen so you can learn something. I don't know. I don't know. There are times when I get so frustrated and so mad that things happened that I'm just like, yeah, I do. I just want to crawl in bed and give up. And then I realize, no, that's not really what I want to do. I'm just so frustrated that it's not turning out the way that I thought that it should. I had a picture in my head and I needed my life to live up to that picture. And Kyle C said the greatest thing, that what if people didn't break our hearts? What if people just broke our expectations? And then I went one step further. What if you broke your own expectations? Yeah. And we had set such high standards. And me, I was stuck on Leave It to Beaver. I was stuck on Brady Bunch. I was stuck on the mom, the perfect mom. where was mine? And why doesn't my mom act like that? And why doesn't my mom say those things? Well, those were lines in a script that came out of somebody's head and that somebody performed on a stage that was recorded so that we could see it as a recorded show so that we could see something peaceful when bad things were happening around the world. So the thing is that just like we make a choice to turn on the TV, we make a choice to believe or not believe the things that are around us. And I believed in Leave It to Beaver so much that it cost me the picture of my family. It cost me the picture of my grandparents, my aunts, my uncles, my cousins. It was just really difficult. And then I got older. And truthfully, I will say for my life, I did not see anything different until I had my daughter. I had my daughter when I was 34 years old, and she is one of the best things that ever happened to me in regards to giving me a new outlook on life, a different perspective. I couldn't see my mom's perspective to save my life. I could hear her, but I wasn't listening. I could be around her, but I couldn't see what she was trying to teach me. And I wanted to do better. I just didn't know how. And then my daughter started to act like I did to my mother. And I wanted to be this perfect mother. And of course, don't we all? Well, those of us who want our children. And so all I can say is that we are individuals who have different perspectives and different ideas. And as I move on forward in this channel and also with the podcast, and then also I'll be offering courses later on, is that we are capable of so much, and we are capable of being a better version of ourselves tomorrow than we are today. And we're capable of being a better version right now than we were 5 minutes ago. So those are all based on choices, all based on how we see our lives. And next time we will talk about why I never thought I would be considered a tough mother. I love you guys. Thank you so much for listening. And I look forward to chatting with you again soon.